House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is poised to take Nancy's gavel, though, and Primetime expects him to start wielding his power right away. Will there be investigations into the Biden crime family, the origins of COVID, and our wide-open southern border? We hope so. But rumors out of Washington are suggesting that because of this razor-thin margin, he's going to have his hands full with the Freedom Caucus. Kevin McCarthy joins us now for his first interview since the midterm election. So I'm just going to call you Speaker and get it out of the way. So, Speaker, tell us about what happened. You get a 6 million vote margin. No one predicted that, but the House pickups aren't as big as people thought.
Well, if you look at it, what was our mission? To win the majority, to stop Biden's agenda, and fire Nancy Pelosi. All of that is accomplished. You're correct. We have 6 million more votes as of today, a higher percentage of the overall vote than we had in 2010 when we picked up 63 seats. But what you really have to look at, in 2010, we were sitting at 178. In the last 4 years, we are the only Republicans to win. When everybody thought we'd lose the last cycle, we picked up 14. Again, we'll pick up this time as well. Remember, in the House, they don't give gavels out by small, medium, and large. They just give you the gavel. And we're going to be able to govern. And on that very first day, after being sworn in, we will repeal 87,000 new IRS agents and send that to the Senate.
All right, so you're coming out of the gate strong. Tell me about the investigations, because we got to get the truth out here. This stuff with Biden and China and Ukraine, the banking records, the Treasury wire reports, we got to understand what's going on here, because that's a threat to democracy. People have to know about that. Are you on board?
100%. We've already started that. We've already requested the information to be kept. You're going to find that Jim Jordan will be chairman of Judiciary. You have Comer, chairman of Oversight and Accountability. We have a responsibility in the House to hold a government to be accountable. That means with your tax dollars. That means what's going on. Why don't we know where the origins of COVID began? Why don't we know what happened those last 60 days of Afghanistan so we never have 13 Gold Star families again? And why don't we know why the DOJ went after parents and called them terrorists because they simply wanted to go to a school board meeting and have a say in their kids' education? But yes, those are just the start of the ability that we have in accountability. And remember, with that gavel, regardless of the number of how high or over 218 you are, you have subpoena power, and we will use it.
The president called you on the phone. How'd that go?
You know, it was kind of short. He congratulated me. So for anyone who thinks we didn't win the majority, Joe at least believes we did as well.
Okay. Was it a civil conversation, or, I mean, you guys are really going to turn up the heat? He must know that.
Yeah, well, it was short. He just wanted to call me, congratulate from that point, talk about where we can work together. Look, I said I will work with anybody that wants to put America first and move us in the right direction. We've got an economy that's failing. We've got a challenge where we don't have energy independence. We not only should be energy independent, we should be selling our natural gas to our allies, but also to our adversaries. Why don't we make China dependent upon us? And, you know, we need to secure our border. I laid this all out to the president and told him, I will work with you if we're willing to work on these items.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't send it to voicemail like the Saudis did. Are you concerned about your right flank? There's been some turbulence over there about handing you the gavel. What's your play there?
Look, I'm not concerned. Think about this. Since I've been leader for the last 4 years, we've only gained seats. It's the goal of winning the majority. We won the majority. I think I accomplished the goal that we wanted to. People can have input. We want to have a very open input process. We're going to have a smaller majority. So we're going to find that we work together. But think about what else we did. Not only did we win the majority, we beat the DCCC chair. That has not happened in 42 years. We won seats that Biden won by 14. We won in New York, in Oregon, in California, in Texas. We won across this nation.
What do you think the ultimate number you're going to hit in the House is going to be after they finish counting?
Well, we got to see whenever they finally finish counting. I believe we're going to pick up more seats in California even. We've got Katie Porter is a seat that I believe at the end of the day we win. We've got new stars from Jen Kiggins in Virginia Beach to you go down along the border, Monica De La Cruz to Detroit, John James to Wesley Hunt in Houston. This party has expanded like we've never seen before, and these are new, fresh faces that are going to be rock stars in the Republican Party for the future.
All right, Speaker McCarthy, thank you so much for coming on Primetime.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.